Welcome to the National University's Quiz Challenge here on Zimpaper's television network. This is the second episode. My name is Robin Mkondiwa and I'm your quiz master. Now, in this episode, we may save the lowest in whichever two episodes. If they score less as or less than the team with the lowest points between the two episodes, which means the lowest team between episode 1 and episode 2, or the team with the lowest points, will ultimately be leaving the competition as we move forward to the next stages. Of course, Group B has the universities pooled here as Gwanda State University, the Harare Institute of Technology, Great Zimbabwe University, Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences, and the Midlands State University. I have them in the studio today already, and I will ask them to introduce themselves as we commence episode 2. I will start with the Harare Institute of Technology. I would want you to state your name and the program towards which you are reading. Harare Institute of Technology.
Good morning, Rob. I'm Anis Chugumira, studying financial engineering.
Thank you.
I'm Maud Foucault, studying chemical and process systems engineering.
Hello, I'm Grace.
Gwanda State University, please state your name and the program towards which you are reading.
I am Grace Kat, studying animal science.
I'm Anil Espanda, studying geomatics and survey engineering.
Thank you, Gwanda State University. I will move on to the Midlands State University.
I'm Lynette Ntlovo, studying medicine and surgery degrees.
I'm Shingai Mabwe, studying law.
Thank you, MSU, Great Zimbabwe University.
Hi, I am John T. Guma, studying law.
I'm Samantha Wimbai Mkoyi, studying urban planning and development.
Thank you, Great Zimbabwe University. And finally, Midlands State University of Applied Sciences.
Hi, I'm Lisa Gwanda. I'm studying business management.
Good morning, I'm Prince Tarasada and I'm studying tourism and hospitality management.
Thank you. I'm sure the rules have been read to you. You know that you can start writing the answer the moment you are cognizant of the question that I have asked. But the 20 seconds that you will be allotted officially will start as soon as I finish reading the question for the first time. But you will not be allowed to keep or progress with your writing at the lapse of the 20 seconds. I will then ask you to stop, and then I'll ask you to reveal your answers by way of showing me your slates. You ought to strictly read the answers that you have written, and I will give you what the correct answer is, or the model generic answer, before proceeding to the next question. Please note that at the discretion of our adjudicators, the jury may decide that an answer may be close to the correct answer that was sought, and owing to their discretion may award a point as opposed to the 2 points that ultimately a perfect or perfectly correct answer would attract. We have 5 categories. The first category is within the field of family planning and contraception. Question number 1. What does the abbreviation COC in birth control stand for? What does the abbreviation COC in birth control stand for? Five seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Stop writing. Congratulations, Midlands State University. You are the brightest in the team at the moment. Let's hope your answer is as bright as that light. I will start with Harare Institute of Technology. Or actually, I'll ask you all to first start by brandishing your slates, after which the Harare Institute of Technology, please start by reading exactly what you have written on your slate.
Combined oral contraceptive.
Gwanda State University.
Combined oral contraceptive.
The Midlands State University.
Combined oral contraceptive.
Great Zimbabwe University.
Combined oral contraceptives.
And the Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
Combined oral contraception.
Evidently, you are conversant with your contraception. Let us hope you shall all continue on a roll, because, of course, the correct answer certainly is combined oral contraception or contraceptive. Question number 2. Preventing unplanned pregnancy by calculating a woman's fertile period based on the length of her previous menstrual cycle is called what? What do we call preventing unplanned pregnancy by calculating a woman's fertile period based on the length of her previous menstrual cycle?
Five, four, three, two, one.
Stop writing. May you please brandish what it is you have written on your slates. Now, starting with the Harare Institute of Technology, please read exactly what you have written on your slate.
Calendar rhythm method track cycle.
Great. Gwanda State University.
Menstrual fertility awareness method.
Midlands State University.
Rhythmic method.
Great Zimbabwe University.
It's natural prevention method.
And the Midlands State Manicaland, State University of Applied Sciences.
Fertility awareness.
The answer prescribed that I have is the calendar method. Question number 3. What is the contraceptive prevalence rate in Zimbabwe? What is the contraceptive prevalence rate in Zimbabwe?
Five, four, three, two, one.
Stop writing and please brandish your slates towards me that I see what you have written. And with the bright light, I'll start with the Harare Institute of Technology. Please read the answer that you have written.
66.8% by 2015.
Gwanda State University.
66%.
The Midlands State University.
59%.
On to the Great Zimbabwe University.
It's 66.8%.
And Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
66.8%.
Prescribed answer is 67%. Well done. Moving on to question number 4. Give an example of a synthetic hormone used in oral contraceptive pills. Give any example of a synthetic hormone used in oral contraceptive pills.
Five, four,
5 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
And if you could all stop writing and please brandish your slates towards me. Having hit the bright button, second time in a row, of course, we will also start by the Harare Institute of Technology. Please read exactly what you've written on your board.
Estrogen.
Gwanda State University.
Prostogen.
Midlands State University.
Prostogen.
Great Zimbabwe University.
Estrogen.
And the Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
Estrogen.
You are reminded to read exactly what you will have written on your boards. Of course, any one of the two that we were seeking was estrogen or progesterone. Estrogen or progesterone. Question number 5. Give any example of a barrier method of birth control which does not require medical assistance. Give an example of a barrier method of birth control which does not require medical assistance. If you could all stop writing and please brandish your slates towards me. Having hit the bright button 3rd time in a row, Harare Institute of Technology, you have the bragging rights. Please read exactly what you have written on your board.
Condom.
On to Gwanda State University.
Condom.
On to the Midlands State University.
Cervical cap.
On to the great Zimbabwe University.
Condom or diaphragm.
The Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
Condom.
Of course, the answer we sought was the male or female condom or just simply the condom. Now, in category 2, the questions are drawn from STIs including HIV and AIDS. STIs including HIV and AIDS. Question number 1. In immune suppression, the abbreviation IRIS stands for what? In immune suppression, what does the abbreviation IRIS stand for? If you could all stop writing immediately. Stop writing and brandish your slates towards me now. And starting with Harare Institute of Technology, please read your answer for us as written on your board.
Immune reproductive.
Gwanda State University.
Immune.
Midlands State University.
Immune reconstitution inflammatory syndrome.
Great Zimbabwe University.
Nothing.
You wrote IMMRIS. Midlands, or Manicaland, sorry, State University of Applied Sciences.
Immune.
The correct answer we sought was immune reconstitution inflammatory syndrome. Question number 2. An HIV test which indicates that a person does not have HIV when the person actually does have HIV is referred to as being what? An HIV test which indicates that a person is HIV negative when the person actually does have HIV is referred to as a what? May we all stop writing immediately and please brandish your slates and have them face towards me. Harare Institute of Technology, may you please read what's on your board?
Nothing, sir.
Your pen is not writing?
I would presume so.
Okay. I can tell. Gwanda State University, can you read what you've written?
Nothing, sir.
Pen again?
Yes.
We'll work on that. Midlands State University.
False negative.
And Great Zimbabwe University.
Low viral load.
And finally, Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
Window period.
Window period. The answer we sought was false negative result. Question number 3. According to the United Nations to UNAIDS 2018 data, how many people are currently on antiretroviral treatment in Zimbabwe? According to the UNAIDS 2018 data released, how many people are currently on antiretroviral treatment in Zimbabwe?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stop writing, and Great Zimbabwe University, welcome to the buzzer world. Please all brandish your slates looking towards me. I will start by asking that the Harare Institute of Technology please read what you have written on your board.
1.4 million.
Gwanda State University, please state what's on your board.
1 million.
Midlands State University.
88%.
Great Zimbabwe University.
Plus or minus 1.3 million.
And Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
1 million.
I will, for the benefit of my adjudicators, confirm, judges, I will confirm that I do see a 3 on the Great Zimbabwe University slate, and please do endeavor to write clearly when you are writing on those slates. Manicaland State University, 1 million. Well, I will tell you that the correct answer, or the answer that I sought, is 1.2 million. Question number 4. Candidiasis is an STI caused by which organism? Candidiasis is an STI or sexually transmitted infection caused by which organism? 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Stop writing immediately and brandish your slates towards me. Harare Institute of Technology, what is on your board?
White, sir.
White indeed. Gwanda State University, what is on your board?
Blank space.
Blank space. Midlands State
albicans.
University, what is on your slate?
Candida albicans.
Great Zimbabwe University, I need to give you all the time in the world. What is on your board?
Penis.
And Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
Bacteria.
Pretty interesting, Great Zimbabwe University, because yeah, you're probably right that the penis is the source of a lot of these problems that we have. But I will tell you the answer I sought was yeast or fungi. Now the final question in this category: which STI is commonly referred to as drop in men? Which sexually transmitted infection is commonly referred to as drop in men?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stop writing. Please brandish your slates towards me. Harare Institute of Technology, please read what's on your board.
Gonorrhea.
Following, Gwanda State University.
Gonorrhea.
Midlands State University.
Gonorrhea.
Great Zimbabwe University.
Gonorrhea.
And Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
Gonorrhea.
I will tell you that in the previous episode, they all got gonorrhea right as well. It's very interesting. I'd want to know your health history. The way you guys know this particular STI is worrying. But in this case, Congratulations for you. We're going now into the category, the third category of SGBV and sexual rights. That's SGBV and sexual rights. Ensure that your slates are clean as we go into category 3. I will tell you that the first question is speed intensive because it is quite a handful of an answer. So be cognizant of that. You only have 20 seconds. In sexuality education, what do the abbreviation or what do the letters LGBTQIA stand for? In sexuality education, what do the abbreviation or what does the abbreviation LGBTIQA or QIA stand for? Stop writing immediately. Stop writing. Brilliant. So, please brandish your slates. Starting with the Harare Institute of Technology, please read what is on your board.
Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and plus for many other.
Gwanda State University, please read what's on your slate.
Lesbian, gay, bisexual, intersexual, queer, and transgender.
Midlands State University, please state exactly what is on your board.
Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, intersex, queer.
Great Zimbabwe University, please read what is on your slate.
Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, asexual.
Can I see your board? Yeah. Ooh. And finally, Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
Lesbian, gay, transgender, intersexual, and queer.
I will tell you the answer that we sought was lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, and asexual. Question number 2. When gender identity shifts between masculinity and femininity, it is referred to as what? When gender identity shifts between masculinity and femininity, it is referred to as being what? Five seconds.
3, 2, 1.
May you all stop writing immediately and please brandish your boards towards me. Harare Institute of Technology, please read what is on your board.
Intersexual.
Gwanda State University, please read what is on your board.
Transgender.
Midlands State University.
Transgender.
Great Zimbabwe University.
Transgender.
Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
Transgender.
The answer prescribed is gender fluidity. Question number 3. Question number 3. According to the 2019 Global World Health Organization report, what percentage of women have experienced either physical and or sexual intimate partner violence in their lifetime? According to the 2019 Global World Health Organization report, what percentage of women have experienced either physical and or sexual intimate partner violence in their lifetime?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
May you all stop writing. Midlands State University, you're leading on the buzzer. I'll start by asking that you all brandish your slates towards me. And starting with the Harare Institute of Technology, please read what is on your board.
35%.
Gwanda State University.
35%.
Midlands State University.
35%.
Great Zimbabwe University.
35%.
And Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
35%.
And 35% it is, leading us to question number 4. In which month do we start commemorating the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence? In which month do we start commemorating the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence? All stop writing. Please brandish your slates towards me. And I will ask, starting with the Harare Institute of Technology, please read what's on your slate.
November.
Gwanda State University.
25 November.
Gwanda, quick question. Have you had a light bulb moment too? Yet? Not yet. You do know how to use the buzzer? Yes. Good luck. Midlands State University.
November.
Great Zimbabwe University.
November.
And Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
November.
Manicaland, have you had a light bulb moment before? No, you'll do it very soon. Good luck. So we've got 2 teams that have not hit the light bulb and do not have bragging rights so far. Indeed, it is November. No pressure. Now, finally in the category, may you please name any one of the 2 African countries which legally protect LGBTQI rights without limitations. Name any one of the 2 African countries which legally protect LGBTQI rights without any limitations.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stop writing and please brandish all your slates towards me. Starting with the Harare Institute of Technology, please tell me what is written on your slate.
South Africa.
Gwanda State University.
South Africa, Egypt.
Midlands State University.
Botswana and South Africa.
Great Zimbabwe University.
South Africa.
And finally, Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
South Africa.
The 2 answers, or we said name any one of the 2 African countries. You could have chosen from South Africa or Cape Verde. And of course, this brings us to the end of category 3 as we go into category 4, the penultimate. Now this will have questions drawn from COVID-19, malaria, tuberculosis, mental health, and cancers of the reproductive system. Now, question number 1. Ensure your slates are clean. What does the abbreviation ARI in coronavirus clinical syndromes stand for? What does the abbreviation ARI in coronavirus clinical syndromes stand for?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stop writing and please brandish your answers towards me. I will ask that we read exactly what is on our slate, starting with the Harare Institute of Technology.
Acute respiratory infection.
Gwanda State University.
Acute respiratory infection.
Midlands State University.
Acute respiratory infection.
Great Zimbabwe University.
It's rapid inspection.
You didn't care about the A, okay. And Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
Antiretroviral inspection.
I will tell you that the answer that we sought was acute respiratory infection. Of course, you were languishing in purgatory. You were languishing in our quarantine area. You'll be glad to know that now is the turn of the first team, the first group, and they are currently also in quarantine. You can see them there as anxious as ever to hope that your worst team is worse than theirs, because of course when you are pooled all together, it is that one team that does the worst out of all 10 of you that shall become quick spectators. So there they are. We're seeing them in their quarantine area. We continue on our path. Question number 2 is, what term describes a type of mood disorder with marked changes in mood between extreme elation or happiness and severe depression during adolescence? What term describes a type of mood disorder with marked changes in mood between extreme elation or happiness and severe depression during adolescence? Time up. Please brandish your slates. Harare Institute of Technology, what is on your board?
Bipolar.
Gwanda State University, what is on your board?
Premenstrual MS.
Midlands State University.
Bipolar disorder.
Great Zimbabwe University.
Hormonal imbalance.
And Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences, your felt pen is not working. I will give you the prescribed answer as being bipolar disorder, not PMS. Question 3. What percentage of people worldwide is estimated to suffer from any form of mental health disorder? What percentage of the global population is estimated to suffer from any mental disorder? Five seconds.
3, 2, 1.
All stop writing and please brandish your slates towards me. Yeah, these, wow. Okay. Harare Institute of Technology, what percentage of the world do you think suffers from a mental, at least a mental health disorder?
80%.
I would not want to live in your world. Gwanda State University, what percentage do you think?
10%.
Midlands State University?
30%.
Great Zimbabwe University?
33%.
Manicaland, that's quite a stretch. That is quite, by any stretch of the imagination, that is quite, it was like Kabanga. Manicaland State University, please state what is on your slate.
30 to 51%.
30 to 51%. Yeah. Wow. You could have, might as well said 1 to 100% at that rate. I will tell you the correct answer is 10%. Now, on which day is the World TB Day commemorated? On which day or date is the World Tuberculosis Day commemorated? May you all stop writing and please brandish those slates as they face towards me. Starting with the Harare Institute of Technology, please read exactly what you've written on your slate.
24 March.
I will tell you, Harare Institute of Technology, that Melissa C. Mukundu is also shocked with your 80%, so it wasn't just me. Melissa, thank you for tuning in and watching with us. Gwanda State University, what date do you have for us?
24 April.
On to Midlands State University.
24 March.
Great Zimbabwe University.
24 March.
Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
4 March.
In March. The correct answer is 24 March. Bringing us to the last question in the penultimate round. In which year was the first program for cancer survivors launched where pink was first used as the designated color to raise breast cancer awareness? In which year was the first program for cancer survivors launched where pink was first used as the designated color to raise breast cancer awareness? Five seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All stop writing. Please brandish those slates towards me. Now, Harare Institute of Technology, please read what is on your slate.
1991.
Gwanda State University, please read what is on your slate.
1991.
Midlands State University, please read what's on your slate.
2003.
I'm at 2000. Great Zimbabwe University, please read what's on your slate.
1989.
And Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
1998.
I will tell you that year is 1990, and just a bit of trivia, it was at the Komen National Race for the Cure. Been going well so far, and I see you are looking pretty bright, and you only have to endure one more category to go before, of course, we find out who will be leaving us and who will be progressing. Now, this category is hot in probably a literal way. It's drawn, or its questions rather, are drawn from climate change and environment. Climate change and environment. Question number 1. In climate change parlance, the abbreviation IPCC stands for what? What does the abbreviation IPCC stand for in climate change abbreviations?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Please stop writing immediately and brandish your slates towards me. Oh, brilliant. Harare Institute of Technology, please read exactly what is on your slate.
International Policy on Climate Change.
Gwanda State University.
International Plan for Climate Change.
Midlands State University.
IPCC.
That's what I asked. I said, what does that stand for? Great Zimbabwe University.
It's International Population Climatic Conditions.
And finally, Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
International Programming Council.
The answer is Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. Now, second question is define carbon sequestration. Define carbon sequestration. What is carbon sequestration? I see a couple of universities with the word science in them. Let's see. 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Stop writing immediately. Please show me your slates. Harare Institute of Technology. I will start with you. Please tell us your answer that you've got written on the board.
It is the process of sinking carbon dioxide back into the Earth's crust.
The only crust I knew growing up was chingwa. So you guys are probably brighter than I am. Gwanda State University, please read what exactly is written on your slate.
Removal of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere.
Could you take that again?
Removal of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere.
I'll ask that Midlands State University, please read exactly what's on your slate.
Absorption of carbon into the ozone layer.
Great Zimbabwe University, please read what's on your slate.
It's accumulation of carbon into the ozone layer.
And then finally, Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
An excess of carbon monoxide into the atmosphere.
I did tell this to the other team, and I said that the word sequester or sequestration is as good as quarantine or isolation. So you guys were actually technically in sequestration during the first episode. To sequester is to store somewhere. So now the process, it defines the process of capturing and storing atmospheric carbon dioxide. So that's the prescribed answer. Carbon sequestration is the process of capturing and storing atmospheric carbon dioxide. Question number 3. In the form of course, a number, how many severe tropical cyclones has Zimbabwe experienced to date? How many severe tropical cyclones has Zimbabwe experienced to date? Stop writing. Brandish your slates towards me. Harare Institute of Technology, please read what's on your board.
1.
Gwanda State University, please read what's on your board.
1.
Midlands State University, state what's on your board.
2.
Great Zimbabwe University, please state what is on your board.
4.
Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences, please state what is on your board.
1.
Great Zimbabwe, I would be interested to know where you got 4 or how you reached 4, and pretty interesting. Just switch on your mic, let's hear what you've got to say.
You said to date?
Yeah, to date, yes.
And we counted from 2000 until today.
And which ones do you have names in mind?
There is Cyclone Elin, Cyclone Japhet, Cyclone Idai. I remember there was Cyclone Geneva, if I'm not mistaken.
Thank you. Well, you were closest because the number is 6. We've got Cyclone Bonita in 1996, Japhet in 2003, Favio in 2007, Chiesa in 2015, and Idai 2019. It helps to thinking of names as well. Question number 4. In which year was the first World Climate Conference held? In which year was the first World Climate Conference held? Stop writing. Please show me your slates. Harare Institute of Technology, what is on your board?
1990.
Gwanda State University, your board?
1998.
Midlands State University?
1991.
Great Zimbabwe University.
2012.
Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
2012.
And just a bit of trivia, that was held between the days the 12th and the 13th of February in Geneva, Switzerland, and that year was 1979. Absolute pleasure. We're headed now to the final question. 9 of you will remain with me. 1 of you will not. As we see the teams that are voted, obviously the weakest team so far. It's been quite an amazing ride, and of course I wish you all the best. Perhaps getting the answer correct to this final question will be the difference between you making it or you quickly sitting on the terraces and starting to be a part of the spectators. But obviously, for the sake of balance, we are losing 1 of you here, or we are losing the 2 in the entire pool. And so we shall then have a positive number. So it's the 2 lowest. So, final question. In which year did Zimbabwe ratify the United Nations Framework Convention of Climate Change? In which year did Zimbabwe ratify the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Well, brilliant. That was you people drinking at the Last Chance Saloon. And I hope you ordered a good drink, because this is the last time we're probably going to see 1 of you. I will ask you to brandish your slates towards me. Interesting. Starting with the Harare Institute of Technology, please read what is on your list.
2016.
Gwanda State University.
2010.
Midlands State University.
2010.
Great Zimbabwe University.
1997.
And Manicaland State University of Applied Sciences.
1987.
I will tell you, MSU and GSU 2010, that was the World Cup. I think you were in South Africa. I think you are mistaking the events. The correct answer is 1992, and the month was November. The date was the 3rd. So, after that round, the adjudicators, of course, are going to be collating, and they've got the futures of some of you in their hands. It's been quite a round, and we've had quite a ride, and I certainly wish you the absolute best. We shall be unsequestered very soon from this studio to end this episode. Of course, we're going to be coming through with the 3rd episode later on. Indeed, perhaps after we have a bit of lunch, and then we will know what teams we are going to be losing and what teams are going to be proceeding as we continue with these 2 days of absolutely amazing head-to-head mauling, really, of each other, and mauling in good stead, because at the end of the day, we want to learn. We want to carry this prestigious trophy and, of course, these medals, but we also want to make this an absolutely fabulous 2 days for all of us. Thank you so much for being a great team, and you shall be asked to be shepherded outside of this studio as you join your colleagues, and certainly we'll be coming back for episode 3 with those that will have made it. Certainly, I, your quiz master, have really enjoyed these first 2 sessions that we've had, but don't go away because we really want to find out how the students are faring. This was a very, very hot session, and we shall be seeing them talk to my colleague, the effervescent Candice Mwakaliele, and she's going to be talking to those who are in studio to hear their emotions, their feelings, as of course they were going through the paces, because trust me, this is a very, very hot quiz session, and I'll tell you that their nerves were being worked on very severely, and this is something that we want to now know and find out from them how they were feeling. And before that, and after that rather, we'll be going for a bit of a break, ending this episode, and we hope after you hear what they think after the break or after the lunch, you'll join us yet again here on Zim Papers Television Network as we continue with this amazing National Universities Quiz Challenge of 2020. It's exciting. Don't go away and keep an eye, because Candice is lined up and is coming very, very soon.
All right, so the second half of the first round is finally completed. And of course, we do know that at this point, we start to eliminate. But before we get to know which universities have been cut out from the competition, I do have different students who will be joining me who have just come out of the studio. Which university are you representing?
We are from Great Zimbabwe University.
And how are you feeling about what you just went through?
I can't really comment, but I'm happy.
You're happy. Yes. You're the first one today to say that you're happy with how you performed. How did you think you performed?
I think we did okay.
All right.
In as much as the competition was intense, I think we did okay.
All right. Do you think we're going to see you in the next round?
Most probably.
All right. Finally, a confident pair. Thank you so much. You can make your way around. And I have the next two coming up to join me as well. I hope they're as confident as these ones. The first ones were not so confident. Lady, gentlemen, where are you from?
Midlands State University.
How do you think you performed?
Well.
Well? Just well?
Exceptional.
Exceptional? Oh, you're rather confident, aren't you? What is the most difficult part of being in the studio?
I think it was when we had when we discovered that we had written wrong answers, that was the difficult part.
Dealing with that, is it because you knew the right answer and you mistakenly wrote the wrong one? What happened?
No.
You just didn't know that.
We just didn't know the answer.
All right, good luck to you. Hopefully we'll see you in the next round. Thank you. You can go this way. Another pair coming up. And at least these ones sounding a bit more positive and more confident of how they performed. Lady, gentlemen, where are you from?
Manicaland State University.
And how do you think you did?
Well, it was fair, to be honest. Well, we're just doubting ourselves, but we hope for the best.
Were you prepared?
Yeah, we were prepared, very much prepared.
And the time, a lot of people have complained about the time. Was the time an issue for you?
Yeah, it was definitely an issue because there were some questions which needed us to really think and to put long answers, but then we just managed to do what you could do.
All right, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you in the next round. Thank you. And where are you two from?
Gwanda State University.
And how do you think it went?
It was okay.
Okay? Yes, it was pretty much okay and educational.
It was educational, so you managed to learn as well?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's positive. That's positive. Do you think we're seeing you in the next round?
I will just pray and hope you see us there.
Do you think you got enough right answers to move on to the next stage?
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Thank you. Good luck to you. We'll see you soon. And our final pair from Group B. Hey, very confident. Walk up to me and you look like you had your brains in order.
I presume so, but well, you can never be sure with quiz. You have to just answer the correct number of questions to move on. So I think so.
And do you think you answered the correct number that you needed to move on?
Only the judges can know that for now.
But if you were to mark yourselves, mark your own exam, how well do you think you did?
Oh, well, we're in the range.
You're in the range?
Yeah.
9 out of 10, 10 out of 10?
No, probably 7.
7 out of 10. 7, 7.5. That's not too bad, though. Hopefully, we'll see you in the next round. Thank you so much. So now we are waiting to see who has been eliminated from this round of the competition and who continues to the next round. We will be carrying out another selection process for which group goes in first. But now we're cutting them down to 4 teams per group. Do stay tuned.